Don't be eating dirt, Frank. Frank. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Red Shirt Video. I hope you enjoyed that last clip I put up. I was just trying to have a little fun and create some content. I didn't have anything else to put up because I hadn't been down here in a few days, but we're back here today. Come on in. I got to show you something. If you've been following the channel for very long, you might know that there's been a few things that's been holding me up. One was these kitchen cabinets. Still trying to get a countertop. Finally got the sink. And then in here, I'll show you the other thing. I haven't been able to finish this wall in the bedroom because I got to put some plumbing in the wall right here. What's been holding me up is I need to put a shower in this corner, and that plumbing has to go right here. I've been waiting to decide what kind of shower I'm going to put in here. I have to know the exact size that it's going to be so I can put the knobs on the wall and the shower head up here. Finally got some good news. Went to the old Facebook Marketplace. Been shopping for quite some time. Finally found what I was looking for. And I was able to buy a little bit bigger shower than I thought I was going to get. There's what we got. That's what we're looking like. I'm going to have to remove a section of this 2x4 so that I can put a cross piece in here as a backer plate for the shower manifold. I'm not real worried about weakening the wall because there is another stud 2x4 laying flat right behind this one. And once I put this cross piece in and nail it in, the wall turns out to be real sturdy. This shower manifold is made of a brass material, and I'm going to be using what's called plumber's tape to anchor it to the wall, and it's two different kinds of metal. So before I install it, I wrapped it with a cloth style electrical tape. I've got two different anchor points where this plumber's tape will hold it to the wall, and once I finish screwing it in, it becomes real sturdy. On the other side of this wall, I took a short section of 2x4 and placed it vertical up against the stud. And on the back side over here, I'm putting 4 3-inch screws into it. This is what's going to hold the fitting for the shower head. Here you can see the 2x4 that I'm going to be mounting the fixture to. I'm using what's called, I believe, a dog-eared elbow. And this particular one has a shark bite fitting on it, so once I poke it in there, it's not coming out. After having checked the height to make sure it looks good and the fitment, I'm going to go ahead and glue it into the manifold. And then once I get that done, I'm going to go ahead and screw the dog ear to the wall. After I get all that set in place, I'm going to go ahead and drill down through the floor here and get these pipes going down underneath the building. I am going to be running my plumbing under the tiny house. Ideally, you would want it running in the walls so that you don't have issues with freezing and stuff. But this will allow me to drain it real easy when I'm not going to be on the property. I also plan to insulate the pipes and put up skirting, so that should help the situation. So I've really been dreading this whole process. It's not the kind of thing I do every day. I basically know what to do and kind of sort of how to do it. But if you don't do it every day, you just want to make sure you're going to get it right. You don't want any leaks behind the wall. But let me tell you, if you're thinking about putting in a shower from scratch, it's expensive. The plumbing that goes behind the walls, the shower, pan, the walls, everything. It's just real expensive. These are the two pipes I just stuck through the floor. I'm going to put a cap on them to keep bugs from getting up in there. I've only got one for the cold water. I don't have one for the hot water. Put a little tape on the other one. Let's hope I don't see my snake friend while I'm down here. All right, that'll keep the bugs away. We've had some rain off and on today, but yesterday was quite pleasant in the afternoon. I was able to get out and mow the property. Really did need it. It was getting to be about up to my knees. So yesterday I worked on the shower and I got the plumbing roughed in. And I've been mapping out where the hole for the drain is going to be. And as fate would have it, that drain is going to be right where one of the floor joists is. And we can't have that. So today is just a little bit of an odds and ends day. I'm not in a hurry to get this drain in, but this is an odds and ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole kind of in the area where I believe the hey Frank, what you doing, buddy? Are you standing guard out there? I've been hearing you bark. Yeah, you've been barking. All the cars drive by, just any little thing, huh? Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole in the vicinity of where the drain needs to be. I'm going to go underneath the tiny house and I'm going to locate where this is. And then I'm going to cut this floor joist that runs this way. I'm going to cut it up here somewhere and up here somewhere. And I'm going to run an extra support floor joist from here to here, and same thing here to here. So I'll create one big box, but that will keep it from weakening this floor joist too much. Especially in this situation with a shower being here, I want it supported well. So right now I'm going to drill a hole, and then I'm going to go underneath and locate it and cut it out and start boxing it in. Let's see. All right, so we are under the cabin slash tiny house, and I think you can probably see as good or better than I can. This right here is the board that is the offending board that I got to cut out. Here's the hot water in the wall, so I'm going to cut it right about here. And the other side, I'm not going to have to box in because it's sitting on this runner. I could box it in, and I might, but I still have to cut it right here. And I'm going to cut this one and then box it in. And let me see if I can Tell me if that snake's under there. Actually, I looked a little bit ago and I didn't see anything. And I'm hoping if he is, if I start cutting, he'll run off. So the hole is right here. That's where my drain's going to come out. Boy, that is unfortunate, because this is almost in the way. And I guess if I have to, I'll cut that out. I'll just do it over here. One cut is all we need. This is going to be a lot of sawdust on me. I'm not going to be able to cut much of this. Yeah, that didn't cut much. Won't go very deep. Let's see. Let's try it this way. This is real good for garbage. So the other one, let's make it over here as much as we can. All right. Gotta go get a hammer. Okay. All right. There's all the screws and nails. And there's the hole. I may have to cut some more of this out. This is right on the perimeter where that hole. That might be okay. All right. Hope this fits and I don't have to go recut it. Kind of hard to get y'all under here and myself. Is that gonna fit? I think it will. May have to cut that back a little more, but it's a hard spot to get to. But I just have a 2-inch pipe. It's going to be coming through right there. And it'll drop down pretty low, so that may be okay. I got it screwed in 3 times there. I got it screwed in 3 times there. And I got it screwed in 3 times there. Frank hears me talking and he's going to come in here again. I'm talking to the people on YouTube, Frank. Yeah, I'm talking to the people on YouTube. You're a good boy. Yeah, you love your daddy, don't you? Do you love your daddy? Huh? You're a weird little dog. You're a weird little puppy dog. Yeah. I really was glad to be able to come across that shower pan. That's a load off my mind. I've really been mentally struggling for quite some time about what I'm going to do about this corner of the bathroom and needing to move forward, get the plumbing in the wall so I can close up both sides of the wall and proceed on with getting the tiny house finished. So, yeah, I was glad to find that shower pan. I got two more pieces of good news this week. One was my truck's been out of commission for quite some time, and I've done a couple of things to it, thinking, okay, this is what's wrong with it. Turns out that wasn't what was wrong with it, and I've been really looking around for a local mechanic that could work on it. And I had a mechanic recommended to me, and I contacted him. I took it over there. He looked at it. He told me what he thought was wrong with it, and took it back a few days later and left it with him. So the truck has been there since the beginning of this week, and I was going to let him have it all week. And I called him, and he said he's got it fixed. Said it's running good. So that's really good news. Uh, Good news, bad news. I thought I was going to be here for about 4 or 5 days. I'm going to go back early, pick up the truck so that it doesn't have to sit there over the weekend. So, good news, truck's fixed, but bad news, I'm going to not have as much work time here on the tiny house this week. Second piece of good news, um, having the truck frees me up to be able to buy larger things that I still need. Like I still need a piece or two of sheetrock, possibly a piece or two of this paneling, and a few other things. And one of the things that I would need is if I find a shower or any of the pieces to finish out the shower, I'm going to need that truck. Well, same time I found this shower pan, I also found out that there are companies that make PVC sheets of 4x8 sheets or 4x10 in some cases of looks like marble. And you can get them in different colors, different patterns, different designs. Home Depot sells something like that is it's a subway tile, and it's really kind of what I wanted. But the problem is the sheets are oriented this way, so 4 foot by 8 foot, and I would end up having to have a seam right here on the wall, and I don't want to do that because that's just a potential leak point, water to get in there and cause issues. These other ones are 4x8 this way up, going up, so they'll work out really good. And I found some that's decent price, and I think I'm going to end up buying those. So now that I'm going to get my truck back, I'm going to go shop for those. Hopefully, the next time I come down, I can bring my truck and bring some of that other stuff with me, and then proceed on with finishing this out and get this wall closed up. So, yeah, found a shower pan, got my truck fixed, and I've also found the wall pieces that I'm going to use to finish out the shower with. So, good news. This has been kind of an odds and ends day, and I may still get a few more things done, but it's looking like it's going to bust out raining anytime. And I worked really hard yesterday. I spent a long time mowing that yard. I got behind on it, the 5 acres, and yeah, so I'm kind of tired and tuckered out, and I may just go on back and do nothing. I don't know, but if I do something, you'll know about it. Otherwise, appreciate it. Thanks for watching.